Diamond channel, Happy New Year. Today we are testing out specific saw blades for cutting wax, because believe it or not, even after over 20 years making jewellery as a professional, I never used specific saw blades for cutting through wax. I always just battled on with the normal ones. So I'm assuming they're going to work much better, because the normal ones clog up. So these are a different design. It's not actually teeth on there, it's like a spiral sort of blade, having a quick look at it. So I'm assuming they work much better, but let's test it out, because there's a chance, like if you're new to making jewellery, you're checking out videos on YouTube to see what's what about tools and how things are made and stuff. So I'll give you my opinion. If I say they're not really worth what they cost, then it might save you a bit of money, saving you buying some. Just stick with your normal ones. But anyway, so I've got those saw blades, and I bought a big chunk of wax as well. Shout out to Cooksons in the UK. The only time I mentioned Cooksons before on this channel, I was complaining about the queues being really long. Like if you go into a shop and there's loads of people waiting, and then you've got to take a little ticket out to wait your turn, that's always a bad sign, because it means there's so many people waiting, they've got to organise the crowds. And you have a little bit of paper, you could be stood there like 15-20 minutes before you can get served. Someone from Cooksons did actually reply in the comment section of that video, and they're saying just order online, you can just go straight and collect it, which is true. There's a collection point right at the back of the London store, usually only sometimes straight to the counter, sometimes at worst it's like 2 or 3 people waiting. So that's the way to go. You've got to order online first and then just go and collect it. Or just get delivery. International delivery, no problem at all. Had this sent all the way out to Japan. Everything arrived perfect condition and quite quickly as well. So Cooksons are back in my good books. Thank you, Cooksons. So anyway, right, big chunk of wax, saw blades. Let's chop some up and then see what I think. Okay, so if I was cutting wax, I would select a saw blade like this. This is also something I just bought from Cooksons. These are grade 3. I think they were just grade 3 size saw blades. Different to 3/0. Don't ask me how it all works with the numbers on the saw blades. Never understood it. Anyway, so just get some reasonably chunky ones to cut through wax, because, like I think I mentioned earlier, the teeth clog up. They get full of wax and it stops cutting. So you need something that doesn't clog up. Hence why I'm expecting these to work so much better. Not actually, are there teeth on there? Let me have a closer look. So if you look at this, oh, there is teeth, but it goes around in a spiral. Okay, all right, I understand these now. Okay, cool, so that's quite interesting. And then that's your usual jeweller's saw blade there. So right, let's test one out. Right, just one thing I want to mention how I do it. The wire that goes around these saw blades, I'm assuming it's brass, kind of goldy coloured metal. Very, very fine, very thin bit of metal. I just pick it out with tweezers first. Just get the end out and then unroll them. That's how I do it. But, you know, figure out yourself how you want to do it. Okay, what I do is I unwrap my saw blades all the way to the last bit until it's over the section where there's no teeth, and then I wind it back up. This is just a habit that I've ended up with from just experience over the years. No one's told me to do that. It's just what I do. And then with that, I can just pull one saw blade out, and then the others all stay together. Just helps them be the specific sizes all stay together when you've got a little pot. I've got this kind of big tank bullet shell thing to keep my saw blades in. So I can drop different packs in different sizes and they all stay together. The end is twisted right to the end, so hopefully there's no issues with it gripping on here. Seems alright. Alright. I like the way it looks. Right, let's get a bit of wax. I'll just cut into it. I'll just cut a corner off, shall I? Okay, right, I'm telling you right now, that works amazing compared to a normal saw blade. Wow, the amount of time I've wasted using normal saw blades, cutting through wax. Okay. Whatever these cost, I don't even know. They're worth the money, I'll just say that now. I'll just show you the difference with a normal saw blade. Hang on, let me just do this. Right. Alright, teeth pointing towards you, yeah? The teeth point towards you because jewellers, we cut when we're pulling the saw blade down. Other saws, you cut when you push forward, so a bit of difference there. Right, normal saw blade. No point in putting beeswax on it when you're cutting through wax. You can see how slow that is. It's doing the job. You can get the job done, and you can steer it as well. You can do quite accurate things with cutting through wax. I'll tell you what I will say, that one, this saw blade really does hack through it, but it leaves a very rough finish. This one, it's almost like really smooth and nice underneath it where it cut. That one leaves a very rough, just pulling out loads of dust, leaves it very rough. This one actually works slower, but it does a smoother, nicer cut. But if you've got to cut through, you've got to really cut up a big chunk, like we've got these shapes wax, you can really cut down through it when you're about to carve up a ring. You've got a long way to go, and leaving a nice smooth finish is not really that essential, so this saw blade wins. Wax specific saw blades are going to be so much better for cutting through a lot of wax like that. So quick review of the wax saw blades. Yeah, worth the money, whatever they cost. You're going to work so much faster, you're going to save time and just do what you're trying to do much easier. So yeah, get some if you're working in wax. Yeah, so people with my experience or the amount of time that I've had in the trade, it's probably quite unusual that you'll find another jeweller with my experience that hasn't used one of these before. Just never knew about them. But it makes me wonder, all the places I've worked, no one else had them as well. Literally never had one in my hand before. So whatever, there was a few of us that don't use these, but now that I've tried one and seen how much better they work, I would be using these and recommending people use them if you're working in wax. So cool, right, so I'm a convert. These wax blades are worth it.